Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and if you're watching this video, we are about to write our first explanation for where our mystery fossils should go in our museum. In the following task, we are going to be looking at supporting a decision as to where in our museum our mystery fossils should go, either with the whale or with the wolves. In order to make this decision, we have to understand that we started with three claims: the whale, the wolves, and the crocodiles. And we decided that there were more shared structures amongst the whales and the wolves than there were with the alligators. We found that the alligators, though they had many shared structures, also laid eggs, which eliminated them as one of the possibilities, making our mystery fossils more closely related to our whales and wolves through a common ancestor. Though they may share a common ancestor with crocodiles, they are sharing a more recent common ancestry with either whales or wolves. And this is where we are picking up. Our goal is going to be to take everything we've learned about species, their shared structure, common ancestry, and how the environment a species lives in plays into its overall body structure, and look to use that in deciding where in the museum we should put our mystery fossils. Should they go with our whales because they're more closely related to them, or our wolves? To do that, we're going to be breaking out how we're going to be using our key concepts to help you pick your claim, and then how we're going to be using our resources to help you write your explanation. So when you get to the next slide, you'll notice that we have our claims, our mystery fossil, and the question: which claim is best supported by our key concepts for where the mystery fossil should go in the museum? When we need to explain, is it claim 1, the mystery fossils belong with the whales, or is it 2, the mystery fossils belong with the wolves? To make this decision, we have two sets of resources that we're going to be looking to use to help us support and decide where it should go. The first one is our key concepts. We have our chapter 1 and our chapter 2 key concepts here. Everything from species inheriting their body structures from their ancestral populations to, over many generations and very long periods of time, many small changes can build up to large differences in body structures. Each one of these is a clue to help us decide where our mystery fossils should go. As we look into each one, we need to break down what we know about our mystery fossils and what we know about the other species. And that's where our second resource comes in. The second link is to the mystery fossils themselves, along with our wolves and our whale fossils and bones too. In here, you'll be able to compare shared structures, looking for all of those key indicators of who our mystery fossil is more closely related to. Looking at making observations about the size, shape, placement, connection, and number of bones found within the mystery fossil and as they compare to the others. When looking at our key concepts, for example, species inherit their body structures from their ancestral populations, we can then decide, okay, if all these species were inheriting their body structures from the ancestor population, which species do they share more shared structures with, more body structures with? We have to look at, obviously, our mystery fossil, and then we have to say, does it have the same or more or less shared structures with the whale as it does with the wolf? We then go to our next key concept, and we would break down how it connects again to our mystery fossils. Body structures are shared between two species are evidence that these two species inherited their shared structures from a common ancestor. So that means we know that these species 1, 2, and 3, since they have so many shared structures, they came from a common ancestor. But the question still remains, who are they more closely related to? From here, we have to then break down our two key concepts. If a population becomes separated into different environments, natural selection causes different changes to happen to each population. This causes descent species to end up with differences in their structures. So we know that these three species became who they are. Their body structures became what they are because of the environment that they are in. Are there body structures here that maybe are more closely related to certain environments? Are there body structures that might find themselves in the same type of environments? When the environment is mostly the same over time, body structures stay stable. When the environment changes over time, body structures may change due to natural selection. So, if we're looking at our mystery fossil, is there one that they are more closely related to because their bone and body structures are more represent a more stable comparison to the wolves versus a more stable comparison to the whales, or vice versa. And last but not least, over many generations and very long periods of time, many small changes can build up to large differences in the body structure. Is there one species, wolf or whale, that we see larger, bigger changes compared to the other? If so, that means there might be more time spent going from one form to the other. So it might be more closely related to the one that has less time or fewer smaller differences than our mystery fossil itself. So take a second. Do we understand how to use the key concepts to help us pick our claim? Do we understand how to use the resources to help us write our explanation? Take a second, put your X where you feel it falls, reach out if you need help, and as always, good luck.